I'm all nope. You're not leaving, buddy. Sorry.
All right, we're
You're
live
not going
on
nowhere.
we're live on YouTube. Welcome to another exciting installment of whatever the hell we do here. I'm joined by Dani from the Dragon's Den and TERRIS RENFRO
How's it going, everybody?
and his lovely
What's
wife
up?
Jackie that is actually invisible right now, but is sitting in that chair next to him as always. Today we're going to be talking about the Dragon's Den and what they do. And I'm gonna ask Dani to explain the inception of the Dragon's Den, and then we're gonna go from there once we understand what the Dragon's Den is and its development in the early days. So, Dani, how did this all begin with you?
Well, I was with Anonymous about a year ago and stuff went sour, so I started my own group of hunters and we started hunting pedophiles online.
Now, Anonymous has got, I could be F and Freddy Anonymous if I wanted to, but which particular groups? Because I understand that there's a lot of different anonymous groups out there. Who were you working with?
I was with Anon Hive, the
The
Hive
Anon,
Collective.
the Hive Collective.
Yeah.
Okay, and they're an interesting group to say the least. I've had very limited exposure to them. Didn't even know they existed until I was dragged into one of their comment threads on their YouTube page by someone. And yeah, I've said about 4 comments to them, but I know a bit more about them than obviously nothing. What was your experience like with them, and how did it go south?
Well, at first it was a great experience. Was part of Operation Heart Attack and taking down a bunch of sites and exposing a bunch of stuff. And everything was going really well, and stuff ended up going sour because of politics, basically, and who followed me and the people that supported me, even though I don't take sides in politics. I choose what's right over what's wrong. And I ended up getting treated really badly after helping them do a bunch of research. So I ended up leaving and started the den because there was no way that I was going to stop doing what I was doing. And at first we started out with like 10 of us. TERRIS has been with me since the beginning. I had, a bunch of really good people that were with us and have been and still are, that have just been so diligent about saving the kids and stopping the agenda to normalize pedophilia. And
So Operation Heart Attack, exactly. You guys were looking at corporations, people. What was? Explain a little bit about a heart
corporations, people that had a lot of money that were running stuff behind the scenes that they shouldn't have been. Their sites were taken down. Heart Progress was taken down. NAMBLA was taken down. It was amazing. They did awesome stuff. The Hive has a lot of really good people in it. And unfortunately, I think that politics got in the way and it just went south and I had to leave.
And so things start going bad with, hello, everybody in the chat, by the way. I'm not going to be paying much attention. Things start going bad with the Hive after, things started on a good footing and you guys were getting some jobs done and whatnot. But what was in your opinion, what actually made them try to separate you from their herd?
Basically, me and my MAGA fags could basically kick rocks and our voices didn't matter because we supported the president and agenda that didn't fit theirs. Basically, I'm not going to lie about it. That's basically what it was.
So the left-right paradigm, which if we actually look at politics, in my humble opinion, it's a falsehood meant to divide. But when you guys were all, you
Well,
were on the
and that's
mega
just
side.
it.
That's what
That's
I
just
kind
it.
of came to the conclusion when I was attacked and doxxed for no reason at all, and Hive came back and apologized to me, and they said that they had bad information on me. So someone at some point decided that they were going to attack me, and for what? Because all I've done is share other people's work. I've only helped other people out. I've done videos for people and asked for literally nothing from them in return. And the the I scratched my head when I first started getting attacked by the Hive and was wondering why. And it goes with what you're just saying, Danny. That if you're not part of the program, an agenda, and a script, then you are looked at as an adversary or an enemy, and you get attacked. And that's why I believe that you get attacked a lot, and have faced attacks constantly since I first met you. And that's also what I came to get some good elevator music for my
Sorry about that, guys.
monologue. But I think that's what it boils down to. These people have never shared our work. They've only attacked us and made fun of us. And for what? We can back up our work. We can prove our work. We can show you reports on reports on reports that we spent hours seeking these pedophiles out and reporting them, and checking back and making sure that their accounts are taken down, and complaining when they haven't been. And our work shows. Look at our Twitter feeds. Our work on a daily basis shows our intent. All right. So, and what's interesting is you look at what are all the all-stars reporting on right now? They're reporting on Voodoo Donuts, when I just furnished and my friends furnished me tweets from, what was it, November of last year, when we was reporting on Voodoo Donuts, and we was trying to expose that over a year ago. Okay, so why is it just now hitting a mainstream, unless it's part of a program or an agenda, when this is not new news? This is stuff that we already know about. We already put to bed a long time ago.
Yeah, somebody's asking, Sounds is asking for someone to explain what Voodoo Donut actually is.
Well, I mean, if you just look at the Twitter feed or type in Voodoo Donuts, these donuts were made with satanic symbols on them, pedophilic symbols on them, grotesque. I mean, they're human hearts, human organs and stuff, and they're donuts, right? So it's all in fun, right? To distort and discuss something that's a treat for a child, and that's what it boils down to. I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm the one that found out about Voodoo Donuts. I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm the one that found out about much of anything on my own, but I have shared others' findings, and I have made videos about that, and I have supported their work. And so when a collective of researchers that have large followings now, that ignore everybody and only promote themselves and each other, when they start talking about stuff that we've already researched and found out about, it makes it seem like they're just going back on our pages, using our work, and making it seem like they're the ones that found it.
Well, that's the thing, though. Exposing weird ass after school Satan stuff is definitely important. But what I'm seeing a bunch of figureheads to a so-called movement, when it should have, I don't know. I have a hard time believing in anything coming out of these all-stars and the people that are connected to them. It's been kicked around that, we know who the Hive.
Well, I mean, let's just be honest, man. What are they traveling the world for? I mean, what are they, hotel partying for, when me and you and everyone else we're reporting from our homes and reporting from our couches or our back rooms or outside or in the car? You know what I mean? Everybody's doing the same thing, but only a few of them are requesting support for themselves, and not listing their sponsors and not listing all the money that they're making. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I there's a comment, ego needs to go. But there is also the fact that this stuff has been exposed, and they had a chance to expose it way more a year and a half, but they discredited all the people that did expose it. And now they're all going to say, look what we found, look what we found. Meanwhile, the research has been done. So it's not so much ego as it is we're looking at yet again a bunch of all-stars that will discredit people and then just jump on their work and pretend they're heroes. That's what the gist of this show is going to be about, is going to be looking at all-stars and looking at the hive that I was dragged into because I wasn't defending somebody. And so that was my first taste. And then how many people came up and told me what the hive was about. See, there's various anon groups on the planet, and some of them do a lot of work. But what we're going to talk about today is an anon group turning on researchers. And it is what it is. And let's continue.
Well, and then not only turning on researchers and doxing them, putting their families in danger with no reason at all. But on top of that, then they're turning around and calling us the trolls because we're pointing out what's going on. We're pointing out what we see. And I'm not making any pointed accusations. What I'm saying is look for yourself and see if there isn't a question that needs to be asked, and then wait and see how they treat you when you ask the question, and then decide for yourself if these people are really down for the cause and if they're good-hearted people.
Yeah, like
I'll be back in 5 minutes. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. But yeah, the reality is, if you go against these figureheads, they've got various ways to try to fuck your life up. First, they're going to call you names. Next, they're going to dox you. They're going to swat you if they can. It's pretty messed up. Dani, do you want to start talking again? Hallelujah Chorus wants to hear your voice.
Well, dude, it's not just that. It's like, the thing about it is they know that that's my platform. They know that that's where my team is. They know that that's where I work. And they know that all my work is on the accounts that I have. So when they come out and they do that stuff and they troll us and they mass report us, when we finally get upset and start saying things that it violates TOS for sure, but our accounts are getting shut down because we're getting upset that we're getting trolled like this. And then when that account gets shut down, all that work goes bye-bye. And all that work is a collaboration of Anonymous, a bunch of my dragons, a bunch of Ariel's army on Twitter, a bunch of Tiny Lives at Stake, Save the Children. I mean, there's so many of us out there that work together, that work under the Dragon's Den hashtag. When I lose my account, all that work goes bye-bye. And they know that. That's what's really sad about the whole thing. Just because you're not doing it how they want you to do it, or I don't know, they think that you're not making a difference, I guess. I really don't know what it is. I don't know the motive behind it.
So when did they so we're talking the Hive Anon. You were part of it, you worked with it. There's a disagreement, so you start the Dragon's Den. And so what is the what's happening from, what is this, 6 months ago, 8 months ago now, or is it longer that you started the Dragon's Den?
It's been almost a year now. Maybe even more. Shoot, I don't even know, dude. It's been a long time.
And so what are the what's the current developments? Are these guys still coming after you? Is it a regular thing? What's happening with it?
Well, are they still coming after us? Well, as of 4 days ago, I got direct messages that Titus is going around dropping comments in B's video section saying that we're nothing but a bunch of trolls and morons, and we're just jealous because we're not the Hive and we're not B and him. And B's liking those comments, and when they go out and they have that many followers and they're saying stuff like that, and then people are commenting back to them saying, yeah, because they're probably pedos. and they don't respond, that makes us look really, really bad, dude. And why? Because you can't go to our Twitter pages and see all of our work, because you can't go and look for yourself. Do you know how long it takes to track these maps, these minor attracted people, and to log them and all their work? My dragon bear spends hours watching them and lurking and hunting them and catching them. These are the people that we need to stop. These are the people that are out there talking about sex with children on the open platform, that are mass reporting us and getting our account shut down, that we know that there's offenders within the community, within this minor attracted community, that are out there grooming children right now, and we're getting shut down and trying to spread the word about this, trying to get these accounts shut down, because we know that there's kids on Twitter and we know that these pedophiles talk to these kids. Not only that, but now they're recruiting people. They're recruiting pedophiles now. So yeah, this stuff is bad, and to not pay attention to that, and I understand that Pizzagate is a big deal, but the stuff that's going on that we work on every single day with them grooming kids, and these minor attracted people are demons, okay?
I agree with
And
that.
this is what we do. And doing this takes a lot of work. But not only that, we also hunt too. We find pedophiles that have links in their pages, that have links to child porn on the dark web. Then we have those pedophiles doxxed. Then we take down those sites. Then we go after the ones that are running those sites. Dude, this stuff takes a lot of work, and we don't just, I don't know, dude. We do a lot of different stuff and have a lot of really good people that work really hard, and we don't deserve this. And all of our work shows for itself. Go through our hashtag and see how many people work with us from all walks of life. Liberals, conservatives, resist, all of us work together. And I just don't understand why, when I know that these people can do so much good, why they choose to not work with us.
I
Why
sure
they
wish
don't help us.
yeah, well, that's the major question. I sure wish one of these all-stars would come out of their off their mighty platforms and actually address some of these questions, and some of these fact-based freaking accusations. Like, these aren't accusations. We have proof of this. I've seen the DMs from these people towards the Dragon's Den, and they're doing the exact same game on these guys as they're doing on me. Only these guys do a shit ton more work than I do, and the question is why. Like, we know who you are, Titus, but what are you doing, Mr. Free Speech and all this shit? But it's bullshit. The whole thing's a lie. It's I don't know, man. You've got an organization, instead of banding together and creating a huge groundswell, they want to take chunks of it and isolate the other chunks and put them all over the fucking place, instead of working and making a huge hive. It makes no fucking sense to me.
The thing that makes me the most upset about it is I'm just really hurt. Like, this was my family for a long time. Like, personally, like, friends. Like, I love them. And I have done nothing but get shit on. And every time I take them back and try to work with them. And every time the dragons are like, don't do it, don't trust them, don't do it. And I do, because I want us to come together and work together. And every time we get shit on, and since I'm the leader, I'm the one that has to live with that guilt.
Hey,
And it's just,
can I just interject here? If anybody in the chat watching this has anything to do with Titus or his Discord, can someone hit him up and get him in the chat so I can drop a link for him? I would love for him to be on here right now, because um, I it's
I
this
love
is
you, Titus. I love you, Titus. I love you, Hive. You guys are my family, and I just really want this to stop. I really want us to come together, and I want you to apologize for everything that you guys have done, and I want you to make this right. I want you to explain to everybody why you have done what you've done, and stop destroying this community, and come together and use those voices that I know you have to do good, and do that, and start helping everybody out and drop the bullshit. I'm sorry, I'm really upset.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
I love these people. Like, these people are dear to my heart. And but that's just the person that I am.
you
I'm
know
just a
what?
lover.
I'm gonna address the chat here. She worked with these guys for a year before they turned on her, and what turned on her was the guys that are controlling the hive. So, uh, and we all know who the fucking leader of the hive is, right? It ain't freaking rocket science. So again, I hate hearing chicks cry, and there's real tears and there's
It's
fake
never an
tears.
easy thing to hear. And
But the reality is, she
I'm
poses the
sorry.
most legitimate question that's probably been posed in the last 2 months: is why don't these people work with other people? Why do they? Why do they
Well,
continue to be fucking ridiculous when it comes to working with anybody that's not in there asking for shekels for what they do?
well, I have the screenshots where basically just tells you that because you're not doing it how we want you to, and we want you to drop this and stop doing this, and so if you don't, you're not doing it the way we want you to, so you're gonna get trolled and we're gonna shut you down. You're, calling me a bitch and telling me, just doxing my dragon? Are you serious? Like, he hunts pedophiles. And now he can show his face, and now he does his address and his phone number out there, and so is mine. And that's my fault because I trusted the wrong people. And they went after my people.
Well, there you have it in a nutshell. What the fuck are these people really about? I wish some other people were here to interject and
And if somebody wants to try to call me a liar, please do it out in the open on the platform that I work on so that all of my people that know the truth can come after you and prove you wrong because we have it all saved. And if you want to call us a liar, then let us prove to everybody else who the real liar is because we have it all saved. Me and TERRIS and all my dragons have everything you've ever said, everything you've ever done. For no reason, we have it all saved.
now I have to go along with you for real, because between you, Wanda, and Mama Bear, I mean, y'all have got to be the most attacked people that I've ever seen. And you're all females, you're all mothers, and it's usually a
We're all
middle-aged
victims
middle-aged
too.
dude that's attacking and calling you names, lewd comments about your kids. And I mean, dude, there's not only is there no call for it, but how the hell could you ever even go there in your own mind to say some of the things that you say to these women on Twitter? It's unbelievable. And under the guise that you're a pedophile hunter and that you're trying to make America great again, and that you're with all these fucking all of these activists, but you're not. You're just a troll. You're out there abusing people just because Titus and the Hive told you that they're bad and they should be attacked.
got a couple of questions from the chat. One I can answer myself. I think it was Auburn Jules. What the Dragons are is a pedo hunting online organization that goes after, follows maps, and then doxes and takes down websites that have to do with child trafficking and pedophilia. And now Boston Mass asked, have you ever taken down a channel? And I think what he's referring to is a YouTube channel.
Of course.
Yeah, and look what I've tried to accomplish by exposing the shit that I've exposed in YouTube in the last half, and these guys still have their channels. I've never put a strike against anyone's channel in my fucking life. I got strikes on mine. So Boston, if she finds a pedophile, she's gonna do her damnedest to take the fucking guy down. And I think if people don't agree with that, then they're the problem.
Which
I
leads
hunt
back.
on Twitter. I hunt on Twitter. Go ahead, Treach.
Which leads back to what I mean, Freddie, what literally brought me and you together in the first place. and that was the same individuals were hiding pedophiles in the community, promoting their work, sending them money. Nobody sent me any money. You know what I mean? Nobody's promoted my
And
work.
see, those same people
what I'm
that
saying?
were the same people that are
They told
supporting the
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 pedophiles to
Dave T's and
rebrand.
stuff. The people that are supporting Dave T and Gunk are the same people that are attacking fucking other pedo hunters, taking channels down and doing all this shit. This is the problem with YouTube, guys. The heroes, as most of the people that are going to watch this, the heroes and all stars of YouTube are fucking playing parts. They'll do stuff. They're into something that these guys worked out over a year ago, which is fucking the donut thing. Why wasn't it released a year ago? Because you were making money off some other fucking hashtag. And that's the problem with what's going on in YouTube and Twitter and everything else, is that there's real organizations out there that are doing shit, and they're getting attacked by the very organizations that are supposed to be doing the exact same thing. If they don't, maybe they have differences of tactics or whatever they do, but you know, these people are literally hiding pedophiles making money on the internet when they're supposed to be fucking, that's the exact opposite of their mandate.
Not only are the dragons doing shit, they're doing shit for 16, 17 hours a day sometimes. They're doing shit every day. We tell each other to take breaks every now and then. Like, you would not believe the hours that some of these researchers put in, and to just be dismissed and to just be scoffed at and blocked and called trolls and called and told that we're not doing anything. Our track record proves it. Look at our timelines. Our timelines prove it. Look at their timelines. Okay, look at their YouTube channels. Look at how much content. Look at how much content they're putting out. Okay, versus how much we are. I mean, the proof is out there. It's easy to see. And I'll stop. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Be calm, damn it! Everyone, take your Ritalin.
Sorry, it's so frustrating.
Yeah,
it's so frustrating.
When you're putting so much time and work into something, and you get just dismissed for it, you know, and talked down to. I will post the comment that Titus Frost made, praising the Hive after the Hive doxed me, and I've got proof that they admitted to doxing me. Okay, praising the Hive and talking trash about the dragons. Why? The dragons aren't out attacking any other anonymous groups. The dragons aren't attacking anybody other than pedophiles. That's it.
Dude, do you know how many hours I spend a day doing this? Treach, how often do I sleep?
Not much. Just about as much as I do. And I tell you what, y'all know you see me a lot. You know what I mean? You definitely see my tweets a lot. So, I mean, tell me that we're not putting our time in, you know?
Do you know how many victims I have in my direct messages that I don't even have time to help every single one of them because I'm having to deal with stuff like this? Do you know how many people we have every day come to the Dragon's Den for help or for a voice? Hey, will you help me get this story out? They took my kids from me. Hey, I really need help getting this story out. Will you help us? But when we're getting trolled and told people are hearing from big people that we're just jokes, then we don't have, dude, what am I supposed to do?
Well, you do this. You let the cat out of the bag to these, what the hell's going on?
Right.
And to all of my victims that are in my direct message, we are here for you and we are coming for you. And if you ever need to talk to us, you know exactly where we are and you know who you are. Big or small, we do not care. We love you all. And we're working as hard as we can to help every single one of you. I promise. It just takes time. And having people with really big voices shut us down when we're trying to do as much good as we can is really affecting our work, and it's affecting you, and for that I'm sorry.
I'm just trying to catch up on the chat. I can't keep up with
It'd be
it.
awesome if Ishtar came on, get another female's perspective.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if she's busy or what, but I dropped you a link in your DMs there if you want to join on. Ishtar, it's always good to have your opinion on this stuff.
I just don't
I
like to
would like
know
to
when you
have
became.
one of my female dragons would be awesome.
You can kick a link to
Because
their
all of my
Twitter.
female dragons have been through absolute crap. And just so everybody out there knows, most of my dragons are females. So when you're coming after us, calling us the B word and calling us all kinds of names, most likely you're talking to a woman that has a kid and a family and more than likely was a victim or has a child that was a victim. And in most circumstances, maybe both.
Or a
So just
grandmother.
remember that.
Hey,
It could be a grandmother
you're
too.
more than welcome to throw out a link. You can just go onto the top of that Google thing and you'll see add people, right? And you can kick it out to someone's private Twitter if you want. It's
I would love to have my captain here. I miss her very much. Yeah, my captain had to leave because of all this.
Who's that?
My
Who's
best friend had to quit because she was afraid she was going to get doxxed and she couldn't risk it. That was my best friend.
yeah, these are the heroes of YouTube.
Well, this is what's I mean, it's evident. If anybody wants to try to say that we're lying here, go to our feeds and see for yourselves. It's evident in how we're treated and how we're talked to. I I was raised.
Let's
I was go ahead.
like you've got some screenshots of some the hive activity towards these guys. Why don't you? I'll make your screen primary and you can show it on your screen and screen share it if you want.
All right,
Because
let me
people
get
are
started.
asking, "What's the proof? What's the proof?" And I've seen some screenshots myself personally, and these are the guys that are living through this doxing bullshit. Same thing that they're doing to all of us for freaking asking them why they're hiding pedophiles and supporting groomers. Right? We're all getting it now. Uh, some of us it affects more than others because of their family situations and stuff like that. I got a 50-50 chance of some bullshit happening with my kid here. And that ain't going to be good for whoever the fuck wants to pull that. But it's going to suck for the kid. And these people have kids and they're getting doxxed and they're doing good work. That's the reality of this shit. I know you don't, Truth Community, but we will, at the end of the show, I'll be posting links to the Twitter of the Dragons and we'll see what. Oh,
I still have gotten no response on Twitter, by the way.
Hello.
hey, how's it going?
Hey.
There's Ishtar.
Sorry.
Do you it treats you? Just let me know when you want me to make your screen primary, and we'll talk about a couple of the things you want to show. So Ishtar,
Yeah,
to bring you up to
give me a
speed
minute.
is-
I'm trying to get it set up, and I'll let you know.
yeah, it's no problem. Ishtar, what we're talking about is there's a pedo hunting group online that hunts against. Well, they hunt pedos, and they've been attacked by Titus and his merry brand of "We're the only game in town" people, and that's what we're discussing today.
All right.
So Titus, they were attacked by the what? The only game in town people?
Yeah, well, all right. You didn't see the beginning. See, the dragons hunt
I
pedos.
tuned in.
The dragons hunt pedos, but the hive, they were working hand in hand. Actually, before the dragons existed, they were working hand in hand with the hive, and apparently there was some sort of discrepancy. And Dani started up the dragons, which is another
I'll show a little bit of proof. I got something ready for y'all.
kind of thing, right? Doing the same thing that these hive guys are supposed to be doing. But what's happening is because they're, I don't know what the hell it is, stealing thunder, doing good work. Somebody over at the hive apparently is considering them a threat. And these people are getting doxxed now on the dragons end of it. It's pretty hard to be an anonymous pedo hunter when you're fucking getting blasted all over Twitter and Facebook and other things like that. So that's what we're discussing today.
So wait, now they're getting doxxed?
Yeah, that's the problem with all of us, right?
Here's a little bit of proof right now. Let me. Do I got control?
Yeah, you should have the you got the main screen, whatever you show on your screens up
Can
there.
you see?
I see my hammer.
You see the hammer. All right, here's the hammer, guys. Here's on one of the Dave Totoshina videos. Here's Titus Frost commenting, there is a troll of army morons who think they are dragons. You can't even make this up. They are just super jealous that they aren't us, nor are they the Hive. They are a bunch of loser trolls. Okay, that's Titus Frost talking crap about the dragons, promoting the Hive, and calling us trolls. All right, so this was my response to him. Well, let me go back.
That's odd because I've seen like a comment from him on a video like, oh, Freddie and them, they're just jealous that they're not part of the den or the hive like we are. And he like associated himself with that. Like I asked in the chat, I'm like, I didn't know who the guest was. I didn't know if that was, I was like, is this person from like the dragons people that in the comment?
This was my okay, sorry. This was my initial response to him saying that I wanted to be him or whatever. I said I do not wish to be anybody but me. We love our lives. We actually work together daily to report and fight pedophilia. It's apparent that you are here to promote yourself. We are here to promote it, we are here to help each other. Pizzagate All Stars. Soon you will not be profiting off of child abuse. And then I came back and said, sorry, I'm a little disheveled. I'll go back to
That's
it.
all right. So we're getting ready to leave to go get dinner. So I'm like,
and then I came back after the initial shock and I said, so the same group of people that attacked me and doxed me for no reason now wants to insult our work. I got proof, stupid. You messaged me admitting guilt. And then I attached, very sure I attached it.
You did.
And here it is. Here is Anonymous Hive. Hey, I seen you posted. Thought I would come and DM you. Give my apologies back for having you attacked. I'm not about that anymore. The info I got was incorrect. And you can read on for yourself. So here is Anonymous Hive admitting that they attacked me and my family for no reason and they are apologizing for it.
Well, he said he did it because you were associated with the Dragon's Den. And it was initially because he had made videos for us and the Hive found those videos on YouTube and thought that we were profiting off of those videos, which were not monetized. We were not asking for any money. So they thought we were profiting off of these kids and these videos. So Treach got doxxed for making the videos for the den. That's what happened. Straight up.
Wow.
So for being associated with the den and making those videos for us, which are amazing videos, by the way.
My question is what does Titus have against the dragons in the first place? What did the dragons ever do to be attacked in the first place, to be a target in the first place? That's my question. We were a target because we were actually doing good work. We were actually making a dent. We were actually making progress.
well, you're going to get targeted for doing good work. Huh.
I mean, like
I
I
don't
said,
understand. I don't understand.
I want to hear his side of the story, you know?
Yeah, well, I don't understand why a week ago in a comment section, I could be recalling incorrectly why he was affiliated with this group saying like, oh, all these people that were upset are just upset because they're not part of the Dragon's Den or the Hive. So are like the Hive and the Dragon's Den like against each other? Like,
The thing is, we're not supposed to be, but for some reason, we just
so if you have the same goals pretty much, you have the same goals pretty much, but there's infighting, it sounds like. I don't know, probably you would, I have no idea about this organization. I would guess that there's being chaos caused on purpose to distract from the main goal or your main, what's the word I'm looking for?
I hope it's that, and I hope that's
our main agenda to stop pedophilia while other people are trying to promote it. I mean, that's because that's what we do.
Pretty much what it
I
boils
mean,
down
that's
to.
all we do. I mean, day in and day out, we do not go out and troll or do anything to anybody except pedophiles. If you want to see some badass trolling, go look at some trolling of some maps. Because I'm telling you right now, you will laugh your ass off because we are virtuous map killing people and our sexuality is killing minor attracted people because their sexuality is killing the souls of our children. So we
Let me
can't help
clarify
it.
real quick before people get up in arms. We are
Yeah.
non-contact.
We are non-offending.
We are anti-contact. We cannot help that we want to kill pedophiles, so we just talk about it.
Well, okay. I never knew what a map was until about 2 weeks ago, actually. Seen it in the Discord. You're like, I was out fighting maps. And I'm like, what is a map? And then you sent links, and I was like, oh my God. And I was like shocked that these people are advocating. Like, this is the stuff maybe people should talk about, but they don't. Like, I know a lot about human trafficking, but when it comes to pedophilia, like, that's a touchy subject, and I know we're all being desensitized to it because it's such a heavily pushed agenda here on YouTube. But at the same time, it's like there's stuff that I wish I didn't know, like what a map was, but I think it's important to know that these people who are advocating to be added to the LGBTQ list as like an identified sexuality. That's insane to me. Like a map is a minor attracted person, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think a lot of people know that. I mean, I certainly don't go out on Twitter and or any platform and search for pedophiles. That's not something like I have time for or a desire to do. But the people who do it, like if that's what you want to do to make the world a better place, like more power to you. Because that's not who I am. That's not what I can do. Like, I don't have that to offer. That takes a lot of like just gumption. I don't know the word I'm looking for, but that's just a heavy subject. I can't imagine looking at that every day, because I looked at like some guy's tweets who was a map for like 15 minutes and was physically discussed. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm reading this. It was like shocking. Like
what they're trying to do, what their agenda is not only just normalizing pedophilia, they're making it socially acceptable to talk about, but their long run ultimate goal is succeeding and continuing to lower the consenting age to the point where there's really not any laws or regulations on when you can have sex with a child. And
I'm going to keep interrupting to kick comments out there or comments and questions. Someone asked, where can we see the people that you've exposed? Like, do you guys have a list of people that you've exposed and this and blah, blah, blah.
We can furnish proof.
And can you pop up, like, is there a thread that you guys keep? Like, how does that work? Because people are, they're obviously going to want to see what's going on.
Oh my gosh. If you go to my Twitter page right now and go to my pinned tweet, I probably have a list of about 45 maps on there. Go ahead and go click on their pages and take a real good long look, America. Take a good long look at what you're getting censored for and what is allowed to flourish on Twitter right now. Let me break this down for you really quick. This is what the Dragon's Den does. We hunt pedophiles all day, okay? And I'm going to tell you right now on Twitter, there is a hashtag search right now where pedophiles can go online, go to Twitter, put a certain hashtag in, and it will take you directly to the most atrocious child porn you can find. What we do is we find those pages, we find their chat rooms, okay? We find their chat rooms, then we have those chat rooms shut down. After we have found the child porn websites that they look at, then we go in and we shut those child porn websites down. So while we're having to look at atrocious shit to have it shut down so that these pedophiles aren't out there sharing it with millions of other people right there out in the open on Twitter for other people to find, while we're not doing that and shutting those accounts down, we're out there exposing maps, Pizzagate, child abuse, the effects of child abuse, what is happening with missing kids and how NCMEC is child trafficking kids and CPS. We do it all. And then we have to go out and deal with these maps trying to normalize pedophilia after we just got done spending hours watching children be raped to take it away from them. Then we have to go out and troll and screenshot and watch these maps 24/7 to make sure that they're not out there grooming children, to capture their screenshots to see what they're saying, watch them 24/7. There is somebody always working in the den, always watching, always hunting. We're always doing something.
We're going to post her Twitter link and stuff so that you guys can go look at what she's doing. If TERRIS, if you can throw that in the chat right now, the end of the show in the descriptions, I'll have all this stuff linked too, so that you guys can actually go look and see what they're doing. Because a lot of people are like, proof. And it's like, well, give it a second, guys. We're in the middle of a show. Well, we're obviously going to link to this stuff.
The problem I've came across since I started being involved in this is that Twitter's, you'd be amazed at what Twitter openly allows on their platform. And so the problem is you may find something, you may see something atrocious and makes you sick to your stomach, and that's the worst thing you ever seen. You go to report it, they will email back and say that they found nothing wrong with that. So that's what we're facing a lot of the time. So what we have to do is we have to share those same @ or whatever, the same names in those private groups, and get as many people reporting those people as possible, so that at some point, it's like I was saying earlier, we'll report a person and we have to go back and check. We have to keep lists and go back and check and make sure that their accounts actually were suspended, were taken down, because we'll get emails from Twitter and from I can't remember the email that we get back for the long form, but they say that, yeah, you're right, we found violations with this, we're taking it down, and then like that afternoon, the next day, 2 days later, that account's still active. So
yeah, I don't know how you guys do that. That's yeah, like I don't know, that's crazy to me. Like, how do you shut that down? Like that's crazy.
I can share the link for the long form on how you report to the FBI.
Yeah, what about
it's a double. It reports the NSA, the FBI. It's pretty much a
Europol, Interpol, FBI, DHS. Everybody gets it, and then I have dragons that talk directly with them to file reports. I'm telling you, it's a big, huge network, and it takes a lot of work. And my dragons work their butts off, dude.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna propose a question. Like in the online Pizzagate community here that we have on YouTube, there's people who are convicted pedophiles in the community that we've discovered recently. Do you have any sort of fear that there's people in your organization that may also be infiltrating that? Like, who could? Do you vet your people at least? Because
oh my gosh, do you know how much you have to go through in order to be a dragon? You get vetted by at least 5 of us, and there's very few people that I actually have that is part of the Dragon's Den. I have very many people that work alongside, like Op Child Safety, Save the Children, but in the Dragon's Den, there's 8 of us, and only our most trusted work is shared in there and in Division, and there's no way that I have anybody in there that is not supposed to be. Trust me, I have everybody. They're vetted by Prophecy Sec and a whole bunch of other different anons in there. Dude, I'm telling you, I have nope.
I'll say this. I'll say this, dude. There's a handful of people that I swear to. There's a handful of people that I've met in real life, shared real life experiences with, that I can vouch for. You are one of them, but I'm not going to sit here and say that there's no possibility that there's a pedophile within the groups of pedophile hunters, because
no, that's not what I'm saying at all. I know there is.
You sniffed them out, and these people I mean, as you know, if they're smart enough, they can be very conniving and they can get very deep and very. It's. I was always told, you know, and you know, I had a shitty childhood on top of that, but I was always told that, you know, that's it's always the friend of the family. It's always the person you least expect. It's always the nicest person. That it's always that type of scenario that when you find out that a person is involved in this stuff. And so I can agree with everyone's concern that pedophiles may be trying to use our research against us in a way to, you know, possibly seek out. But my rebuttal against that is you put in a hashtag. What was the last one I found, Danny? Hashtag Baget, BAGET. You put in hashtag Pinoy, PINOY. You know what I mean? It's right there on Twitter, on YouTube, in your face, blatant, sickening stuff. Okay, so I mean, yeah, they can tag along and they could be hanging out in our private chats with the inner groups, but the shit is everywhere. Why would they waste the time when there's plenty of shit for them to see? You know what I mean? We have no problems finding what, you know, when we're seeking these people out. And what we do, and I'll tell you how I hunt. I see a dick pic, and pardon my language, I see a penis in the profile picture, or I'm in that person's profile, the penis pic, right? I'm in their profile, looking at their followers, looking at who they're following. If I see, man, I follow my gut. If I see a kid in a picture inside of that followers list, I'm concerned. I look. If I see anything that just a weird, you know, a person in a costume, you know what I mean? A creepy face, you know what I mean? So and you know, it doesn't always lead to child porn, but they are in there and it's easy to find. I never find a shortage of people to report. What I find is a shortage of those people either not being found guilty and taken off of the internet, or being told that they will be taken off and they're not. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
So we have to network to a point. We have to take the risk that we might be feeding pedophiles, but at the same time, I don't feel like they have a problem with getting material. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, I mean the internet's freaking insane. I can only imagine. So, were a lot of like YouTubers part of this? Like,
I'm in actually all three that she mentioned. So I'm involved in, last time I counted, I have 29 different group chats in Twitter that I try to keep up with. And for the most part, all of them are dragon related. They're op child safety related, save our children related, with the same motives, all with the same intentions. I do videos for all of them. I share their work. And when I'm not inspired to do so, when I got enough food in my stomach and can handle it, I seek them out and I report them as much as I can.
Someone's got to do something.
It's the best. I mean, that's the best way. I for a long time just felt like, before I started making videos, even, it was very frustrating because I didn't feel like I was doing anything other than sharing other people's work and their ideas and trying to get people to wake up to this, you know, and going to work and people didn't want to talk about it. People don't want to hear about it. Family come around. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to hear about it. You know, so all these people that you grew up with and that you care about, nobody cares to be involved if they, I mean, it's just like what you said a minute ago. It's an uncomfortable subject. It's a taboo subject to bring up. And that's the problem. Until we put our cousins, our uncles, our aunts, whoever is touched, until we put them out in the street and we brand them for what they are and we let everybody know this is who they are, instead of worrying about what the neighbors would think, you know, and how this would affect our family if people knew, you know, that's what when it boils down to, you got this in your family, then you got this in the companies you work for, and everybody's trying to protect their reputation over ethics, over what's right. You know what I mean?
I have a good question from the chat here. Hold on a second. How are you guys going into the dark web and not incriminating yourselves by going to the sites that you're going to?
I don't have to go to the dark web. No. I type in pound baggot on an image or video search on Twitter, and I report the first few videos and images that I see. It's not hard.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't go to the dark web. I don't have any extra browsers. I use Google. Everything's fucking...
That stuff gets passed to me, dude. If any link comes to me like that, that stuff comes to me. It gets passed on to people that know what they're doing. Okay. That stuff gets tracked and doxed. Those IPs get found, and that shit gets taken down, and whoever is running it goes bye-bye.
Interesting. I'm just looking at the chat here. Lady, can you tell me what's BS? I might have missed something. I'm just trying to engage the chat, which I never do, because I do see there's some people that's like, oh, we need proof. That's the first thing people say when they're just like, I'll
give them proof.
What do you need proof of? Websites we've taken offline? I mean, go to our pages. What do you want proof of? I'm not giving you links to the dark web, dude.
No, Danny, listen. Let me give them proof for themselves. Go to YouTube, type in morning routine, type in bath routine, type in shower routine. Okay? Huh. Go to Twitter. Do just a general search. Hashtag Baggot, like I said already. Pinoy, Pinay. There.
I mean, I see on Twitter with like stupid hashtags. I see weird stuff. I remember like they opened a mummy or something in Egypt, and it was like I seen a hashtag that said sarcophagus juice, and I clicked on the hashtag sarcophagus juice. Because, like, this mummy had, like, raw sewage, but people made a petition at change.org for people to actually drink this mummy's juice that they found in this, like, open sarcophagus. Anyway, long story short, I clicked on that hashtag, and there wasn't a lot of tweets, but, like, there was a lot of pornography, like, within that people were tweeting within that thread on Twitter. And that's just Twitter. Like, when I get on Twitter, I'm there for 5 minutes every now and then. So I can only imagine, like, the stuff that you find. I don't think you have to go to the dark web, but I would think that, like, for, like, severely organized, like, pedophile groups or people that are engaging in online trafficking, not that there is levels of pedophiles, you get what I'm saying, but that would be a place to look. I would be worried that they'd be, like, putting shit on my computer, like, I mean, because, like, literally you're kind of looking at child pornography for hours a day. Are you right? Or am I not understanding correctly?
I think she definitely misquoted for me. I don't just stare at anything. Once I find this is what strikes me as child porn, I report it and I move on. I don't know. None of us sit there and pore over anything. You know what I mean?
Listen, if somebody passes me a child porn account through a Twitter and say, hey, I found this account, and it has child porn on it on the internet, that account, I don't even open that link. That link gets directly passed to somebody that is protected, knows what he's doing, and all he is doing is looking, clicking on it, seeing what's on it for 2 seconds. If it has child porn on it, the IP is getting searched. The IP is getting searched, and everything else is getting logged. Nothing else is getting done. It's not getting looked at. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that crap. I don't want to know what's behind that link. I pass that link on to somebody else.
Yeah.
And somebody else does that for us.
That makes sense to me. I'm just, like, trying to understand. That's all. Like, I'm just trying to understand, because, like, it's not something that I don't have that. I don't have that gumption to, like, I don't have that in me to be able to do that. So
when something is Danny, when something that you passed along turns out to be exactly what it is, and then dig deeper into tracking these people down, what's the next step for you guys then? How do you guys report it and to who exactly?
Once they find where the IP is, what the goal is to find out where that IP is located and who opened that IP. Then you find out who's running that IP address. Then you dox that person in that name. You find out any corporations that they're running, any organizations that they own, if they own or are donating to any adoption agencies or anything like that. You're going to want to take a look into that, see who they're donating to, and then you're going to take all their sites down and you're going to dox them, and all that information is getting passed over to the FBI as we're finding it, or whoever else needs to have it. Plus me, trust me, there's many different people that get this information, okay? And then once they get that information, those sites are shut down, and then the corporations are investigated. That's how things like sex cults are identified, through little organizations that you find that are running little child porn sites that they have, that are making their little money off of, that end up making them millions of dollars in the long run every year. You track that down, find out who they really are, and then expose them and have them shut down and have the kids rescued, dude. That is the point. That's the goal.
That's crazy.
I would definitely. I've talked to Freddie about this on a personal level, and I've probably talked about it on stream. I was a production manager at a fabrication plant. I just quit at the beginning of this year. Started making videos. I thought longer than a year ago, but last I looked, it's only been about 9 or 10 months ago. This is not what I chose to do with my life. This is not where I thought I would be. When all this came out, about 2 years ago or so, I'm not even sure when Pizzagate broke. Dude, it just ruined it ruined everybody's Christmas. I couldn't even come down to open up gifts. You know what I mean? Once I woke up to what was going on around me and being a victim of abuse, and pretty much every girl I was ever involved with was a victim of abuse, I don't know. I felt compelled and remained compelled to do what I can on every level. And so that by that, I promote other people's work. I make a ton of videos, and I hunt pedophiles whenever I can and whenever I can stomach it. And we, report to other people so that they can check back and make sure that these sites are taken down and these people are at least suspended and reported to the FBI.
Well, at least people are out there doing real work. I mean, instead of like LARPing on fucking YouTube, pretending to like care, like you have the All Stars or whatever, the Pizzagate, like. I remember when Pizzagate broke, but like attacking. I said earlier in the chat, like attacking the Hollywood people, like is it really doing anything in the grand scheme of things as far as the epidemic? Like the fact that there's actually people out there who want to have like there's that as an identified sexuality blows my mind. Like just blows my mind. I don't get it. Like I mean I understand, but I don't fucking understand that. That's weird to me. So
I've been told
out there doing it. I just want to know how the fuck did Titus get and I don't know if I'm completely understanding this. Titus Frost get involved in the Lion's Den or the Dragon's Den, the Lion's Den, the Dragon's Den, and
you got that backwards.
Like doxing you guys, like I mean, obviously you doxed the pedophiles, but that's I don't know. It just seems like there's a weird intertwined web. Like if people are doing good work, leave them the fuck alone. Like just let them do what they want to do. It's not my choice. But like it's your choice, and there's people out there doing it.
Laz has a good question before it rolls away, and I can't read it anymore. Laz asks how you know that you're not passing on this information once these people are doxxed and you're figuring it all out into a blackmail organization. And I think I don't know. I'll let you answer that, Dani. Like how do you know that? Are you
serious?
Yeah, these are questions.
Am I blackmailing pedophiles?
No, they're not asking if you are. They're asking how do you know that the information doesn't get passed on to blackmail people. I read questions from the chat.
I'll say that's a great question, but I don't know.
The thing about it. The thing about it.
I think it's a great question. I think it's a great question, and I'll answer you. I don't know, man. Just like me and you talked the other day, I don't know if everything isn't a giant psyop, and I'm just, if it's just a huge joke, or I'm just the point of interest for what is that movie Jim Carrey was in? You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I just do what I can, And up until recently, I really wasn't questioning anybody's motive as far as the movement was concerned. Other than maybe just to promote themselves and to make money. I definitely have made those accusations before, but as far as having evil intentions and attacking people and putting people's families at risk, I never thought it would come to that.
What truth community? Just I'll watch the chat for a second. Throw your question back up there if we missed it.
But to answer that question, I can't. Maybe Dani can be more secure when she answers, but I can't tell you who I'm passing information to, other than I just feel like they're good people and we're all down. Like I said earlier, it goes back to the day-to-day. How many of these people have been there every single day for a couple of years? We're spending every single day with each other. You know what I mean? While we have families, while we have kids and jobs and goals and dreams and why are we spending this much time together? And if we're such bad people, why are these other groups of individuals that have completely ignored us and not supported our work at all, why are they attacking us out of nowhere?
Well, the thing that I see that's weird, and why I have these people on this little stupid little program of mine, is that they're getting attacked from the exact same people that are attacking me for showing what a few of them have been caught doing, which is hiding pedophiles in this community. And they're attacking me because I'm questioning what the fuck's going on. And these people are doing something completely different than what I'm doing. They're fucking doing the groundwork and the legwork to actually go after fucking pedophiles. And the same group of people have attacked these guys. I'm giving these guys a different avenue to voice their shit. I can't believe the people in the comment section is like, if you guys have questions about anything, about me or anyone on this show, it's up to you guys to research into it and come to your own conclusions. But when you guys are I don't want to fucking be insulting, but I am insulting. It sounds, half the fucking questions you guys are saying, it sounds like Honeybee and fucking Titus. If you guys actually don't understand that bad people attacked me, maybe bad people are attacking other people. Like, to me, it makes me look at the fucking Titus little Honeybee clique. It makes me want to look at them more, because they're actually attacking pedo hunters, which they're supposed to be. Because if you guys don't understand the validity of this show and what I'm trying to do here, trying to get even more people to watch this shit and wonder what the fuck is going on with the alt stars and the people attached to them. I'm not butthurt. You guys are welcome to answer or ask questions. You're welcome to come on here if you're not going to be abusive to anybody.
You know what's interesting, Freddie?
Ask your questions firsthand. Just typing it when like I've got a 3-inch little window. The chat goes by. I could be rolling a joint, smoking a cigarette. I'm going to miss questions. So if you guys have any questions or whatever, I just don't understand the pushback.
What's interesting,
chat, it's bizarre.
I can't see it. What is everybody saying? I can't even see.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It's nothing too bad, but the thing about the people that are watching this show, they're just like me, and they're so fucking skeptical about reality. But that's why, if this is bringing up questions that I miss or whatever, just I'll post links. Looking at these people and see what you think, right? Like, from this far away from the computer screen, I can barely read the fucking questions, and I don't like engaging in it, but I do see there's lots of interesting questions, and as I lean back in.
Hey, Freddie.
Yeah.
What's interesting to me is that the attacks are coming, I guess, even from this chat. It sounds like it's all unanimous.
It's not.
What if you're helping pedophiles by passing on stuff? Well, what if you know what I mean? So if you live in a land of what ifs and you don't do nothing, then what gets done about the pedophiles, right? So yeah, what if one of the people in one of the deeper chats may be using this information so that they can go, get off or whatever the fuck, whatever the pedophiles do with this information. Maybe there is that one, that's in deep and really secretive and really doesn't want anybody to know about them. That doesn't keep me from wanting to stop this from happening. It doesn't keep me from wanting, not wanting my kid to accidentally run into it on YouTube or on Twitter, because they're so liberal and they just allow whatever until you have a problem with whatever's on there.
I'm gonna put I don't know what the hell should I do you guys feel comfortable putting a link in the chat to have some of these people that have these questions?
Absolutely. I'm not scared, dude. I'll debate anybody because I have nothing to hide. I've been doxxed. So I mean, there's really little they can do to me at this point.
We always know how good it gets when I drop links in the chat. But yeah, it's like this is just a platform for people to freaking talk and hopefully start getting to the bottom of things, looking at different things, whatever, right? But there's a link in the chat
Okay,
now.
so
Wake, you're
can I
very
just
welcome
say
to
something
join.
really quick?
Everybody's
Can I say
welcome to join, including Wake now. It's not like I fucking hate the man or anything.
Can I say something?
Of course you
If
can.
you don't expose the fact that you can go right on Twitter or YouTube and tell you where to find this, it's not like the pedophiles don't already know. And if we don't tell you about it, to go there and find it yourself and shut it down, then it just stays there. So guess what? If we expose it to you and tell you what's going on, and know it's there already, not having you guys go and look and expose it to you, just like we're doing, then it stays there. They continue enjoying it. The followers grow, and it just gets bigger and bigger. So we only have a small voice. But
Cody, turn your mic down when you're not talking. I'll mute you, but got to keep yourself muted because you're screwing up everyone else's audio. Just unmute when you have something to say, Cody.
Well, I'm gonna jump off here because I'm gonna eat, and I'm a little bit lost. I mean, I didn't know the topic or what was going on, but thank you for having me on, Freddie, and everybody have a good night. And I'm gonna go feed me in this one. So y'all have a good one.
Awesome. See you, Star. Hey, Cody, what's up?
I just have just a quick comment. I just want, man, you guys hang in there. Tretch, Dani, I think I believe you guys. I've been following Tretch on Twitter, and to all the haters and doubters in the comments, before you doubt, before you start saying I doubt you and all that stuff, go follow these people on Twitter. Spend a week or whatever, following them before you start talking. I've been following Tretch, and I mean, I haven't made up my mind fully, but to me, I've pieced together a lot of the story from the Mr. Gunk situation, and there does seem to be a very organized side on the other side who will send out, a pretty much like a small army. Seems like they got hackers and the funds to dox people, and some investigators and all kinds of stuff. So so that's all I'm saying. Don't jump the wagon on Tretch and these people and Dani. Just
you could literally spend a week divulging into my pinned tweet and see everything that I have said is true. A week. It could literally take you a week in my threads. There is probably 50 different threads linked in that one pinned tweet. Go through it all, watch every single video. Everything that you need to know is there. All of our questions, all of the proof, everything we've said, all the screenshots, everything is there. The only thing that is not there is Treach's docs with the Hive's name on it, his address, his phone number, and everything else that they put out there. And I'm not putting that out because that has everything on there. But I'm telling you, it would take you a week, literally, to divulge into that thread. And then come back here and call me a liar. I dare you.
There you go.
Well, I want to interject, and I want to say, hey, sorry for stepping on people's toes and riling everything up. I apologize, and I'm just here to listen in and see what's going on. I'm not here to stir shit up. And
well, the amazing thing I found earlier when these guys popped on your show, you sound like I don't know, man. We're all skeptical and stuff like that. But what's with the? I don't think she's credible and this and that and da da da. To me, that doesn't make anybody want to actually look into their work. It makes people actually go, oh, Awake thinks they're not credible. I'll back the fuck away from them.
No, I never said that. I said I question. I didn't say whether or not I did think she was credible or not. I just said I'm not sure.
I'm not supporting or anything.
Did you even go and look at my work before you said that? It's all right there, dude. It's all right there. I'm telling you, it is pinned on my profile. Everything is pinned right there. Did you even look at my work?
Well, that's why I said
I'm telling you.
Sure.
I'm telling you, I'm not the one that you should be questioning.
Did you look at her work, Wake?
No, I haven't. That's why I said I wasn't sure.
Yeah, but you see comments like that make people just go, oh, well, Wake he's a researcher, he's a YouTuber, he must have looked into this. It's the thing is that we've got a fucking very sick fucking community. It's not a truth community, it's a shekel community.
But I also didn't realize that you were doing this and you had your own agenda to do this and release this yourself. You didn't tell me about this, so I went live and then she came on and Trish was like, "Hey, yeah, she's credible." And then he dipped off like 5 minutes after we fired it up. And left me there.
Yeah, well, it was just weird. I jumped on there and it was like,
please. You keep saying that, but Freddie can go back in the Discord before you started your stream and see that I said several times that Freddie was about to start a chat. We were waiting on Freddie. We had prepared for a chat with Freddie, and that I did not want to step on his toes. Then you sent the link for your chat, which I felt compelled to jump on. When I jumped out of the chat, it was initially because I seen that Freddie had came online and was like, "What the fuck?" And so I jumped out of the chat to excuse myself on why I bailed on him, and then I looked at when I went back into your live chat, I posted why I left because I had already made plans to go on Freddie's live stream.
Well, a heads up would have been nice. A heads up, but that's besides the point. A heads up would have been nice, but I understand where you're coming from, man.
That's besides the point. You keep saying that you didn't know and that I just dipped out and that,
yeah.
But in the actual live chat, I excused myself, and then I came back and so people can take what they want from it, but you're misrepresenting me. And also, I did not bring Dani into this. I did not ask Dani to come on. Dani contacted Freddie herself and wanted to come on and share her story. Okay, so that was another thing that you kept spouting off that is not true at all. So if I'm lying, then Dani or Freddie, please tell me that I'm lying.
You got the link from you. You gave her the link, right?
Regardless, I did not invite her on. I was told to give her the link to bring her in.
See, I like to say something. I knew this was going to be a very controversial show, but when I originally started talking to Dani, and we've had like absolutely no real communication except through comment sections till since whatever, it's been 4 or 5 days. But she told me that the same people that are fucking with me fucked with her, and she'd like to share her story. That's why she's here. I don't know. I'm going to look into everything, but the reality is I know the scumbags that are going against us, calling us insane, calling us this, that, and the other thing. Now I brought Dani on because, and we can all look, we can research, we can look at the threads, and we can look at what Titus and his ilk do. And there's a little bit of a difference between people that are attacking people that are actually trying to do a good job and the people that are pretending to do a good fucking job and making money off of everybody. That's why Dani's here, and that's why I've got this stream going. I maybe it was just some weird coincidence that I was gone for an hour. I came back and everything was fired up already, and I was just like, well, fuck, whatever. I can take the weekend off. But there seems to be, it doesn't matter whose show you're on. There's a narrative that's always going to be pushed by people, and we're seeing it in the chat right now. At the same time, that's not saying that we're not also skeptical at this point that we're going to have questions about everything, but it's the ability to ask your questions, do your shit, have your suspicions, but then look at the shit yourself, or we're just going to be fucking chasing our tails forever. And that's all that I ask you guys to do. Look into the Hive, look into the Dragons, look into all the fucking Pizzagate All-Stars, look into me. And, you know, there's real people out here, and there's real people in the Hive that are doing their best too. I know that the guy that directs the Hive is fucking Titus. And Titus ain't a fucking good guy. If you guys haven't figured that out, you're watching the wrong show.
Freddie, is it all right if I say something real quick right before Wake does?
I wanted to say, hey, Liam, it's good to see you here, buddy. I just had you on live. Thanks for joining me. And looks
likewise,
like
man.
the 3 is here. And Tretch, I want to say I love your work, dude. Your YouTube work is phenomenal. It's nothing against you. I'm not trying to like bash you or anything or out you or misrepresent you, dude. I feel like we're on the same team here. I never ever meant to step on anybody's toes, man. And you are respected in my book. So I don't want you to think that, you know, I'm out here to get you or misrepresent anybody, because I'm just asking questions like we all do. That's what we're here to do. So yeah, sorry about that, man.
And if I could say what I was going to say real quickly, Cody, just real fast. I second what Wake just said. Now that we've cleared up this miscommunication and this failure to follow proper procedure, like, let us try to, from this point forward, to work together as a team, coming up with answers collectively instead of as two opposing forces working at opposite ends of a rope. I appreciate it, Freddie. Thank you.
Yeah, it's all good, man. We can all voice our opinions, but that depends on whose team we're going to be joining up here, because I'm not a member of anybody's fucking team. I'm just a guy from Canada. No
one's an island. Good luck with that.
Man,
with the best of luck.
I'm an island. You want me to join your team? I will fucking run the other way. But I'm here as me, as a sovereign human being with an opinion. And
you're an island we're all standing on right now. Ready? So,
we're all in different boats, guys. We're stuck in the same fucking river, guys, but we're all in different boats. My life isn't anybody's, right? And it is what it is.
I'll be honest with you, man. The true offense, I mean, it in my eyes goes to Dani, and the apologies goes to her as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, you don't have nothing to make up for me. So I respect you, at least, you know, speaking your mind.
And also, yeah, Dani, I wasn't, it was nothing against you, and I said that in the chat, and I had you in the chat, and I tried to tell you it wasn't anything personal. I was just asking questions. And I was also addressing the chat and asking questions.
Well, the same people that are desperately trying to dox your fucking avatar are the same people that have put out information on Tretch. Dani as well, I think. And it's like to me, doxing is it's something that fuck, man, I'd probably never even heard of the word till 2 years ago. You know, I don't know what the fuck's entail, but I know if somebody shows up my doorstep, they're gonna, get fucked with right back. But it's still like it's frightening for anybody to all of a sudden be the focal point of a bunch of fucking douchebag psychopaths, right? So this is all what it is. I'm gonna take my day one day at a time and live my life like I always have, right? And watch my fucking back, like all you guys gotta watch yours. But the root of this is that these fucking all-stars are involved with a bunch of shady shit, and they do everything. Oh, we'd never dox anyone. That's what Honeybee said. Fuck that, man. We got proof that she's fucking trying to dox your buddy. Wake, it's like fucking these people, they're not the good guys. The people you dox, the people you expose should be the pedos and the fucking rapists and the scumbags fucking with human beings. It shouldn't be guys that are doing the work trying to do that. China. Unmute yourself.
China, your head spinning, bro.
Yo, welcome. I just wanted to say, Cody from Memphis. I am creator. Kudos.
Well, thanks a lot, Jonathan.
Yeah, I'm digging the storybook thing. I've only seen the first installment. I probably didn't get notifications or whatever, but yeah, it was
So
interesting.
I have a question. So Wake, do you have anything else to say? Do you have any questions for me? Have I been clear enough for you here? Are you going to go and take a look at everything that I've said or what?
I mean, yeah, I will. I am compelled to go. I'll sub to your channel. I look at everything that you have up, and yeah, no problem. I mean, I meant no harm when I wasn't trying to diss you or be offensive. I was just asking you questions and addressing the chat and what was going
I
on.
know, but like I said in the chat, bro, every action has a reaction. And when you say something like that to your followers, it pushes your followers away from people that you're supposed to be trying to help. I was trying to get my voice out there, and by you saying that, automatically turned your followers against me. That makes me look bad, and it invalidates me. Every action has a reaction, bro. Just remember that.
I just don't know what you mean by what I said. I said, I don't know if I trust you yet. This was the first time I was talking to you. I was going to listen.
Really what you thought? If that's what you thought, then you should have checked out my work before you brought me on, and you should not have said that to your followers.
I didn't bring you on. I'm not the one who sent. I am not the one who personally sent you the invite. Somebody else was. So that's where you're misleading people.
I'm misleading people? No, I was asked to come on the show. Regardless, I was on your show.
Actually, I'd like to just interject here because really, I mean, you know, what's done's been done. We could harp on that all we want to, but really, I mean, we need to talk about what brought you here and what made you want to talk to Freddie in the first place. You know what I mean? Because you're the one that contacted him and said you had some stuff to talk about. So, you know, I feel like most everybody in here, we need to go ahead and maybe, I mean, you know, everybody has their own reservations, and if you want to have resentment or whatever, but it's not conductive.
No, I'm not resenting anybody. And Danny, I do apologize. I already apologized. I don't have any questions for you. I will. I'm like I said, I'm compelled to go look at your stuff. I'll subscribe to your channel. I'll see what you have to say, and you probably do have some very pertinent, very interesting information. And I don't know, and I will admit that I jumped the gun a little bit, and I apologize for that.
Thank you, bro.
I'm
telling you, it's all there, dude.
Yeah, well,
this is actually the longest Twitter has let me have an account, and I'm telling you, there's so much work on all three of those Dragon's Den's account, and not to mention Treach and all of the other dragons that I have out there. There's so much work on there that it would take you literally months, and you would need probably a whole disposal of barf bags and a shotgun, and I'm telling you, you'd want to go out and start hanging people. No joke. This is hard work, and our lives are totally different because of this. And we fight really
Danny,
hard.
Can I ask you a question, please? Well, I watched your video, the first post that you posted in Discord, and you were directing your comments to a certain entity. You know, is it the people that is it just you assume it's the same people that's been, or do you have a good idea, or are you pretty sure that it's the people that's been messing with you? You kind of got it pinned down.
Are you serious? We have the screenshots and all the proof that it's them, dude. We know.
Well, I'm just saying, like, they took down your account. I'm trying to figure out what happened. Did they take down your accounts? They reported you to Twitter and got your Twitter accounts taken down, or what happened?
Yeah,
specifically?
yeah, that all the screenshots of my accounts being reported and who was on the threads is all posted on my feed, dude.
Oh, okay, all right, gotcha.
Everything that was said and the deleted tweets, the tweets I had to delete, and then my account being just shut down. And that's like one out of I don't know how many. This is my 23rd Twitter account, dude. Hunting pedophiles.
That's the shocking thing. The hunters get fucking charged with assault for standing in front of a fucking.
And also, I can't really account for being, banned from Twitter or anything. I have one Twitter account. I've got like 5 followers. I don't really use Twitter, so I don't know the platform. But I do know that there are people who get their main source of information from Twitter. It's very ubiquitous and it's all over, and people would just clickety click all over Twitter. I don't know what it's all about, but a lot of it seems kind of fishy. But I don't know. More power to the people, whatever they want to do. I'm just not sure about Twitter.
It looks like a porn site. It looks like a porn site.
It really is.
Yeah, Twitter's about to burn to the ground. I'm telling you.
Literally, I found bestiality on Twitter easily. Like
beheadings.
Oh yeah,
whatever.
Everything you don't have to go to the dark web, y'all. Google will show you everything. You know what I mean?
Beheadings, genital mutilation, anything you want, dude. It's all right there. I'm telling you, it's not hard to find. But I'm telling you, what is hard is getting it taken offline without.
So when you report it, does it come down? When you report stuff, does it come off of Twitter? Or
the little, you know what? The little accounts will come down really, really fast, but the ones that we know are distributing it have links that we know that they're selling. They have chat rooms that are on different platforms that they're using to distribute it. Those accounts that are the distributors that have 67, 100,000 followers, those are the accounts that Twitter allows to stay up. Those are the accounts that have promoted tweets on them, which means that their advertisers on Twitter are advertising on a platform that is selling child pornography. You are paying money to advertise on a platform that freely distributes child pornography in the rawest form. How does that make you feel?
Well, Dani, I have one question for you. I understand that Twitter reaches a lot of people, and you can disseminate this information very, very quickly. But I'm wondering, if you know all this information and you're getting banned from Twitter, have you ever used a more ubiquitous type of platform or scale to reach more people via your own blog, website, or even starting a YouTube channel?
No, because I get so attacked by people that are supposed to be working with me enough as it is on one platform that I don't think I could handle it on many more platforms. But that's about to change because I'm sick of it. I'm about to do that. But no, well, actually, because the attacks have been so bad and I'm so busy. Dude, I'm telling you, I have 100 different people that rely on me every day. I work really hard every day. Like my focus isn't on YouTube. It's shutting this shit down.
I can vouch for that too, because I've been working with her every day. People even complain when they're sick. You know what I mean? We're working together every day, and this isn't just for a month. This isn't just for 1 year. I can't even. Man, it's been so long, dude. Are we going on 3 years now? I mean, is it been that long? I'm not even sure at this point.
Well, I want to commend Dani and say, hey, Dani, you actually are on YouTube right now and you're spreading your word. So I give you props for that, because you say you don't want to use this stuff. You want to shut it down. But you are actually reaching people and giving people your voice, and they're giving you their ears. So, I mean, yeah, props to you for that.
Thank you. And I appreciate you guys looking. And I really do want you to go and take a look at all of our stuff. And really take a look at what's going on and all the stuff that we work on. And I would love to be able to do more and have a YouTube channel, and we're working on that. But I'm telling you, I'm only one person. And I work really hard, and I have a family and a baby, and my people don't deserve this. And we need to come together, and this needs to stop. Period. Like, my family needs me too. And I'm tired, and my dragons are tired, and they're sick, and we get attacked daily, and this is taking an emotional toll on us. And our families are affected, and our lives are affected because of this daily. We are depressed and tired, and we fight really hard still because we love these kids. And this needs to stop, because while this is going on, the people that are suffering are the children. Our children, our personal children, and the children out there. And that is what breaks my heart.
Yeah, well, you know, when a pedophile is out there freaking hunting for porn and shit like that, they're having fun. And the people that are going against them and exposing them, it's so brutal on so many levels that this is the toll it takes. Like there isn't the strongest fucking guy in the world doesn't get affected.
Yeah, I want to say something about the chat real quick, Freddie. You know what? People show emotion when they get emotional. You know what I mean? If y'all want to make fun of that, that's fine. It's okay for you. Maybe you're not the emotional kind, but some people are. And that's when you work so hard and you deal with this shit on a daily basis, the shit can overcome you and the shit can tax you. And for anyone, I mean, I'm guessing you're probably at an early age if you're an adult. For anyone to just especially make fun of a woman for crying, it just shows how sad our society is at this point.
Are you serious? You're gonna make fun of me for crying? How often? Listen,
calm down. I didn't bring it up to make you upset. I'm bringing it up.
I just have a question. How often does Honeybee go on YouTube and cry? How often does she cry?
Yeah.
How is she affected every day by the work that she does, that she is not afraid to cry in front of thousands of people? I don't give a fuck what you think about me, okay? If you want to make fun of me for crying, that's fine. But just remember that the things that I deal with every day, none of you could handle, okay? None of you. So before you judge me, remember that you will be judged.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, eh? YouTube's got us all in these little fucking boxes, and we think we're doing something, but what the fuck are any of us really doing, right? You see, the toll that it takes on a human being to actually do the shit that most of us watching this chat or in the chat watching a show whenever they see this show, most of us would not dream of fucking doing what she's doing. And you know what? If you got enough fucking time on YouTube, maybe you should have enough time to get more involved and do some really sick shit and try to make the world better.
How dare you insult me for having feelings?
Dani,
you
I don't
have no idea what I've been through.
Well, no, this is the same thing we went on with my live stream. You were claiming I was insulting you. Nobody's insulting you. We're on your side. We're here. We're ready to listen to you. We're not mocking you or making fun of you. And
I'm not saying that. I'm not directing that to you. I'm directing that at anybody that's listening to this. Anybody that's listening to this and wants to say anything, just remember what I said. And I'm sorry that I'm emotional. I need to take a bong hit or something, and you guys need to stop.
Bong hits all around. I'm going to call this show done. Anyone have anything else to say? If not, thank you all for being here.
Have a good night, Freddie. See you, Treach. Or Tretch, my bad. And Cody from Memphis. Good seeing you, man. And Liam, have a good night, bro.
Canada, are you still there? You want to say something?
Yeah, I need a chaser though.
Yeah, God bless. God bless. God bless to all my haters. Still alive. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, roger that, man.
Peace out, brother.
Bye, Wake.
Have a good night, guys.
Yeah, see you guys. See you, Liam. Nice seeing you. Yeah, see you guys.